that give you all in one package? Now listen to Sky FM 17.1. Okay, it's a pleasant morning right now. And of course, let me say good morning to you folks and welcome to it on a Saturday morning. The Saturday morning live here on Sky 107.1 FM. It comes your way every Saturday morning from 7 o'clock straight up to 10 o'clock. And then 10 o'clock, Mary Williams comes here with our program, the Saturday show up to 12 midday. And after that, I'll bring you beautiful music up to the close of the day. And so wherever you are this Saturday morning, the 24th day of July, I say good morning to you folks. Welcome. And of course, my name is Julius Akwewe Achikemegboki. Julius, I'm the perfect one. We're going to be rolling up to later on this morning. I'm going to be here up to 10 o'clock, which time make way for Mary Williams' program. She's going to be here as well from 10 to 12. Good morning and welcome. Today, last week, we were doing some comparative analysis, of course, of the old days and the new days. And of course, we said the old people say their days were the best days. While we the young people said, no, our day is the better and the best days. So that's what we're doing. We're doing it last Saturday. A lot of people call old folks. And surprisingly, the debate around, I brought that because there's a debate around that the young people were agreeing that no, this one is not true. That the old people days were the best days. But the surprising thing, anyway, it was not surprising to me though, but I got to know that the young guys and young folks last week agree with the young people or the old people and say what they say is true, that our days were good. Yes, they gave a couple of reasons. They gave the reasons why they can call the old people. And the old people took all two and added it up. So, hey, it was so good last week, man. remember one of the old man called from the Broadville, right? She had a long time to talk. I gave her a long time to talk. She talked, and gave reasons why. Even give an example when they were young, what they were doing, yeah. Anyway, folks, we are back this morning. So as usual, I'm going to be playing beautiful LIB music up to 7:30. At 7:30, I'll take a break to bring you the announcements. And after that, I'm going to be interacting. This morning, I wanted to think about our country, Mama Liberia. There's a saying that says Liberia, Liberians can always say Liberia is the oldest village in Africa. And mind you, now Monday will be celebrating 174 years of existence in Africa. We are the oldest in Africa, right? But Liberians always say Liberia is the oldest village in Africa. And when I ask them, they say, well, because we're not developed. We're not developed. And the big question is, why since 1847? Why since 1847 our country is yet to be developed? We've seen countries who were colonized in the 70s and the 60s that are 5 years ahead of us. When it comes to development, infrastructure development, when it comes to road connectivity, when it comes to even pipe-borne waters, and you talk about electricity, construction of, you name the rest. Why are we still lacking? Why still behind? That's a big question I'm going to be asking you guys this morning. Let's do some comparative analysis as well. Let's know why. Why is it that from 1847 up to now, we still call ourselves the oldest village in Africa? That is, let me say it, but Liberian people can say it. And so that's it. That's coming outside exactly 7:35 this morning. So, folks, that's how it's going to be like at 7:35 this morning. Simple question. Why we call ourselves the oldest country, oldest village in Africa? Is it because our past leaders, even the present ones, are not far-sighted? They can see, they go to other countries, they come back, they take pictures in other countries, well-developed infrastructure development, road connectivity, everything is perfect. They take pictures and they come back to Liberia and sit down. What's the problem? It's a big question this morning. I'm taking a quick break. When I come back, we'll continue right here on this program. Yes, so folks, that's it. So welcome. I got 15 minutes after 7 o'clock. So I'm going to be bringing some beautiful LIB music now up to 7:30. 7:30, I'll take a break to bring you the announcements. And after that, with a big question this morning, the oldest village in Africa. Take it from 1847 because we were about to celebrate 174 years of existence as Liberia. And then I don't know when mothers were thinking about us. But let's do that. I want you, as you said this morning and waiting for the time, 7:45, I want you to start doing your research. I want you to start thinking, think. The old people you can also call because we want to ask you, the old people, some questions. We the young people. We came into where we were born in Liberia. We met exactly what we are seeing, even though there are some additions. But we need to ask the old people, why is it that we are still we are static everywhere, if that's the right word to use. You know, they say life is dynamic. That is, you can transition from one level to another. You know, that is from the lowest to the highest. So you are gradually growing. So the more you grow in age, you should have some massive development in your life as a human being. So that is it at like Liberia. Liberia, from 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Now we are going to 174. And we are stay as we are. We still call ourselves the oldest village in Africa. I would never call Mama Liberia the oldest village in Africa. You know why? Because I love Liberia so much. Yes, I understand why other people will call it the oldest village in Africa. They are height. They are not seeing what they've seen. Look, for those of us who traveled, spend years out of the country into other countries. You know, I will tell you my story when I come back. At 7:45, I'll tell you my story if I open the lines. When I got to Liberia, when I saw Liberia, how I felt. Anyway, folks, let me bring you some music, LIB music, up to 7:30. 7:30, I'll take a short break, bring you the announcements, and then we take it from there up to 10 this morning. But we have to ask ourselves some questions. We need to ask ourselves, why are we like this? Why? Our leaders will go in foreign countries, in African countries for that matter. I want to just limit it to Africa, not the rest of the global world. For Africa alone. Go to Ghana, go to Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, you know, other places, even by your neighbor Sierra Leone, Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire. Take pictures. You know, and they come back, they'll be posting on Facebook. Doesn't that trigger? I mean, it doesn't bring something to their minds to say, hey, where I'm taking this photo, they can have a development. I can carry the same mentality back to the country. Well, anyway, let me leave it. 7:35, sorry. So let me bring you some music this morning. Yes. Yes, someone said I'm ready to fire, but I'll fire by 7:35. Don't worry. So let's go. I want to start out this morning with a fine song by the man Jody Clark. Jody Clark is a Liberian based in the USA. Of course, this song is called Bejio. I love this song. I don't know why I just fall in love with this song. It's called Bejio. Bejio. I think you the Bazolians out there. You the Bazolians out there. I want to say it that way. You the Bazolians. I don't know whether that's the right way of saying it, but you the Bazolians out there. You should know what they Bejio me. Bejio. I don't know. I got Bejio. Anyway, maybe one Bazol person will call me and tell me what it means by Bejio. Yeah, because I want to know what I want Bejio. But there's an old song. It's an old song, actually. Song 4 years ago. So it's not a new one that you say, oh, it's a new song. No. It's an old song. But I love it. You know, I love it because it talks about love. You know, it talks about love. And I'm a loving person. So let's go to it. Jody Clark, Bejio. International. Bejio. Say we don't play. Can I order me? If you would take me today, baby, I'll be the happiest. If you would do me the honor, baby, and be my wife. Hey, yeah. Hey, my dude, I'm okay, man. Hey, my dude, get married, my dude. Hey, my dude, okay, man. Get married, my dude. Hey, my dude, baby, do me the honor, yeah. Baby, do me the honor, baby. To do me the honor, baby. And do me the honor, baby. Do me the honor, yeah. Baby, and do me the honor, baby. To do me the honor, yeah. Baby, and do me the honor, baby. Marry me, do me the honor. There is no question. You got the key to my heart. Nobody else but you. You're everything I want.
This is Uncle Julius on Sky 7.1 FM.
To do me the honor, girl. I can't do. Don't get mad at my do. Baby, do me the honor. And marry me. Baby,
me the honor, yeah. Do me the honor, you do me the honor, yeah. I do me the honor, yeah. Marry me, do me the honor, yeah. I do me the honor, yeah. I do me the honor, yeah. I do me the honor, marry me, do me the honor. You got beauty, you got class, never everything I want. Your heart is pure as gold. Your smile can light up a room. You were meant to be my wife, hey, yeah. Baby, I was meant to be your hubby, hey, yeah. You make it easy to love you, ooh, yeah. Nah, you make it easy to please you, no, yeah. You were meant to be my wife, hey, yeah. Baby, you were meant to be my boo, hey, yeah. Hey, my do, hey, my do, I'm okay, my monkey, my do, hey, my do, monkey, can you marry me, baby, yeah, my do, monkey, baby, marry me today, hey, my do, monkey, baby, do me the honor, yeah, and do me the honor, baby, won't you do me the honor, yeah, and do me the honor, marry me, do me the honor, yeah, my do, do me the honor, yeah, I do me the honor, do me the honor, yeah. And it's you that I want, yeah. And it's nobody else but you, yeah. Baby, do me the honor, yeah. Baby, do me the honor, yeah. Baby, marry me today.
Regio.
Do me the honor,
Regio.
To be a good man,
Okay, the fine song right there, Georgie Clark. Yeah, this song, I just can't get tired listening to it. 4 years ago, this song was produced. Well, it's called Big Gio. I don't know, maybe the battle book coming in more time. What do you mean of Big Gio? Where's my good friend and brother, Mr. Aaron Juko? Don't tell me the meaning. Elijah Jacob, Mr. Money, X and Sky. Why are you? Can't tell me the meaning of Big Gio. Not forgetting the man, Emmanuel Allison, alongside Janji Alvin. And you're all Brazilians. They can't tell me the meaning of Big Gio. All right, so are you proud to be a Liberian? If you are proud to be a Liberian, there's a fine one by the man Sonny Diabo.
Good morning, this is your boy, and this beat is not a toy. Every child who hears the dance is a joy, and this is a match beat of production. I got Jack on the beat, you feel me? Jehovah has given me talent, but from time to time some evil people want to keep me silent. And for those of you who trust to and hide your hands, with the touch of your gifts and your sins a million like a fence. You can smile or you can lie, but when the trumpet sounds, we always play on one band. This is our country and no one person is his mind. How can we build a better Liberian? So stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. Come down, Jehovah, and teach our generation moral and sincerity. Oh, and let dignity be the hallmark of the day. We pray to thee, oh God, hear our prayers. Come on, yeah, boy. Here we go. Come on, Jake on the beat. She be looking at my ride, I see people preaching the gospel. Looking at my life, I see people preaching the gospel. And I should know you can put as much people in the street to demonstrate just for make a dime. I'm a little bit of dancing, rocking, shaking her legs, sing high, get house. Oh, my brother, I want you to listen to me, please. Riding on a fast lane where always catch your feet go. Fast money will never take you anywhere. More your life perfectly and do your thing perfectly. And listen to me.
It's Uncle Julius live on 107.1 FM.
I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me.
The Bible says we must tell the truth.
And the fine song right there, Sonny Diabo. A very, very good song. Nationalistic song, you know. That's why I love it so much.
How can some people think that fellow men black so they can enjoy the venom? Jehovah comes down.
Are you proud to be a Liberian? It's a big question I'm asking as well.
Believe in your career.
If you are proud to be a Liberian, why you call Liberia the biggest and oldest village in Africa? Senegal Diabo, the veteran in the music business. Good morning to you, my brother.
This is how we go.
You must see me dancing this morning. Just follow us on our Facebook page, Sky Communications Liberia, our YouTube channel, Sky FM and TV Liberia. You see me dancing. Bakabaza. What your ladies? Bakabaza.
I
wanted a lie. Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so I'm not lying also, man. I'm proud to be a Liberian. Stop lying to me. Our leaders, stop.
I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. All I want that lie. I said I want
that lie. All I want that lie. Okay. So we're going to be playing this song as the program goes on because I love this song. But in the meantime, let me say happy pre-birthday to Mama Liberia. Liberia will be turning 174 years old on Monday. So happy pre-birthday to Mama Liberia. Yes, so let me do this one before I bring you the announcement at 7:30. Let's go.
Independence Day. All right. The movement of the reggae celebrity Independence Day. You feel me? Yeah, boy. One Monday the children got together. They put their differences aside. They went along to Mama's door. All right. Your children said, Mama, today, yesterday, the day don't reach you anymore. The day you begin my mission, the day you begin on among other nations. So we've come to say, oh,
happy birthday to you, Mama Liberia.
Happy birthday to you, Mama Liberia.
Happy birthday, happy pre-birthday, Mama Liberia. Only Mama. Mama Liberia. Mama.
Happy birthday to you, Mama Liberia. Oh, yeah. Mama Liberia, another year has been honored to you. This is the time of celebration. It's the time of jubilation. Let us raise the flag higher. LIB once again. Today is the day of testimony. And celebrate where you are. Yeah, we have a testimony today. Forget about your problems and let's celebrate. It's our day today.
this is the movement of the reggae celebrity Independence Day. See the movement of the reggae celebrity Independence Day.
As the tree applaud and the wind whisper your arrival to a new life. Lift your hand for the dawn. I see when the night into a daylight. Happy birthday to Liberia. Happy birthday to this nation. Got the feeling to shake yourself, celebrate a new sensation. Who's the next? You the best. Celebrate our success. Question out the feet blessed. There's a time of my Everest. Celebrate. Hands. Happy Independence Day. Celebrate. Hands. Happy Independence Day. Mama Liberia.
Happy birthday to you, Mama Liberia. Mama Liberia. Happy birthday to you, Mama Liberia. Oh, happy birthday to you,
Mama Liberia. Amen. 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 These are songs that I love to play, These are songs that I love to play. Songs that will show love to my country, Mama Liberia. Yes. So I feel proud playing them. And I said thanks to the man, Senegal Diabo. I wish Diabo could just do more of these songs, different types of these songs that are praising Mama Liberia, yes, nationalistic songs, And I spoke with Sonica Diab, I think, yesterday. And yes, me myself was wow, my man. But anyway, that's it. That's it. Let me say thanks to Sonica. But anyway, the time is 7:30. Let's bring you the few announcements, Friday the announcements. The Glasgow family regrets to announce the homegoing of the father, grandfather, husband, and in-law, Mr. T. Cantier Glasgow, in his 78 years. Old man Glasgow died on Monday, July 19, at a local hospital in Moravia following a brief illness. Mr. T. Cantier Glasgow lived to mourn his wife, Mrs. Deborah Glasgow, 7 children, including Andrew, Herbert, Henry, Thaddeus, Joseph, Thurman, Victor, and Jonathan Glasgow, several grand and great-grandchildren, and hosts of other relatives and friends. The remains of Glasgow is deposited at the St. Moses Funeral Palace, pending funeral arrangements. There will be a general meeting on Sunday, July 25th at 3 p.m. at the deceased residence in Coffee Farm, Dixville, Caldwell. For more information on the homegoing of our father, grandfather, and husband and in-law, please contact the following cell numbers: 0778-539-153. That's 153-0777-550-506, 0770-183-894, and 0777-753-2143. This announcement was brought in by the Glasgow family. The Odwe men's and ACL families announced the funeral arrangement for the late Josiah O.K. Odwe, who died on July 5th at the home of his daughter, Ajua Mami Odwe, in Coffee Farm, Caldwell, at Follow. On Saturday, July 24th, at exactly 10 a.m., funeral service for the late Josiah O.K. Odwe will be heard in the small chapel at the Maureen Capert Funeral Home for 1 hour. Interment will take place thereafter at the Camason burial site opposite the Thumbs Up Junction behind the Ball Mines train track in Coffee Farm, Caldwell. This announcement was brought in by Anthony Joshua G.K. Odwe, Mrs. Loretta Ifwa Odwe Marshall, and Mr. George Oman's son, daughter, and nephew of the deceased, forwarded on behalf of the family. Sky 107, let's go to the public service announcement. The Labrador Land Authority has duly authorized licensed surveyor MacArthur Zerbian, number 094, government surveyor, to conduct an investigative survey involving Philip B. Watkins, Anthony in fact of Jua Basement Estate, and Afre Lamine. The survey is Saturday, July 31st at 10:30 a.m. The land in question is land situated within the township of Dixville, Mosquito County. The parties' claims are as follows: Philip B. Watkins, Anthony, in fact, of Jua Basement Estate, with claim of 1 lot of land and no more, and Afre T. Lamine, with claim to 0.7 lot of land and no more. The government surveyor, MacArthur Zerbian, lesson number 094, will cover up those without surveyor or adjacent properties, and those concerned are asked to be present with these documents, diagram, and technical representatives on the date and time of the survey. Let this survey notice claim the attention of the following listed: initial marked SK, MD, MFG, JKN, the chair family, the commissioner, Township of Dixville, the community chairman, and the Labrador National Police, and all concerned. Signed, Paul A. Turbot, coordinator, Land Dispute Resolution Section, Labrador Land Authority. Well, you can join the station later on this afternoon, at which time we'll bring you more announcements here on this radio. Sky 107, let's bring you this break. When we come back, trust me, we'll come to our discussion immediately.
Habel Supermarket Corporation in Ghana's JJY community wishes to inform the general public that our newly renovated Ghana's brand will be reopened on July 24th, 2021. We are fully stocked with all your favorite brands at the best prices in town. And we are now offering wholesales of frozen products, dry goods, and drinks. Habel Supermarket in Ghana's JJY is open daily, including Sundays for your shopping convenience. We have dry goods, frozen goods, drinks, fresh produce, butchery, homewares, electronics, and more. Habel Supermarket is located at Ghana's JJY on the Somalia Drive. Don't forget to join us this July 24th, 2021 for the reopening.
The morning, this is your boy, and this film is not a toy. Every child who hears the dance is a joy. And this is a match beat of production. I got Jack on the beat. You feel me? Jehovah has given me talent, but from time to time, some evil people want to keep me silent. And for those of you who trust to send higher hands, we detected your deeds and your sins a million like a sense. You can smile or you can lie, but when the trumpet sounds, we always play a one band. This is our country, and no one person is the same. How can we build a better
Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me.
Come down, Jehovah.
Okay, so are you proud to be a Liberian? A fine song that, of course, for me, I'm proud to be a Liberian because I'm a born Liberian. I was born in Lofa County, precisely Vonjama Intellectual Hospital. So I'm proud to be a Liberian, even though I spent some of my life out of the country. But I was born just in Lofa County, Vonjama City, Kerewinya Hospital. That's where I was born, 1970. So you see, so we know that we are born Liberians, so we love this country, you know. Sometimes we see people condemning the country, even though the level of development is not what we envisage, or it's not what we see now. But we are still proud to be Liberians. And I guess everyone is proud to be Liberian. Yes, we are all proud to be Liberians. But the big question this morning is, why do we call our country the oldest village in Africa? From 1847 up to now, 174 years. Why are we not on par with other countries? We sat here and allowed countries that had an independent or gained independent in the 60s and 70s to surpass us. Why? Is it that we didn't have a visionary leader that will see something and say, no, my people need this, all these things? Or we only have leaders that will go in other countries to see the level of development there, take pictures and just come back and sit down to chop money? Are those the leaders we had? We need to discuss these things. Yes, we know that there are a couple of presidents and leaders in this country who wanted to take Liberia to another level. But I think they're out of jealousy. And this thing we call politics could not take us to where we wanted to see ourselves to be at this time, even though we fought war. But let's take out the 14 years of war now. Let's subtract 14 years from 174. Let's mathematics. Subtract 14 from 174. My dear, there are more years that we had to develop this country. The people will say, yeah, the war. You know, so everything will go on a war now in this country. I don't know, my other lines not opening this morning. Everything will be the war. So are we going to just talk about the war thing and don't develop our country? What's going on here? Okay. Restarting machine. Let's be fair. I want us to talk nationally. Let's talk to be a real nationalist. Let's take away politics from this discussion this morning. Look, for some of that I said, I will come back and tell you my story. You know, during the war, when the war started in Liberia, the very day we heard that they killed those was the same day that I crossed to Cote d'Ivoire. My father was the head doctor in Grand Gide, so I spent about four years in Grand Gide. I was a young man coming up. And Crown was the only tribe I could speak my entire life. On the Cote d'Ivoire, I spent 6 years there. My father left me there, spent 6 years. I came back. I came to Liberia in 1996 in March, in the middle of March. January, March, and April 6th war came. You know, and then I know that, yeah, we're 14, you know, I didn't have time for all those stuff and stuff like that, you know. After a few years, 2001, from 96, 2001, I had to travel back. I had to go back. I had to travel to Ghana to go to school. And the amount of years we spent there when I came back, look, I want to tell you my story. When we got, the first time, my uncle that I was with, when his wife died, we brought the body to Liberia, 2005 to bury. And I arrived, in a day, a wet day. We came with one airplane to call, what the plane in a Nigerian plane? Oh, God, I forgot the Nigerian plane. I'll call your plane in later, the flight. We spent about almost like 45 minutes in the air over the RRA because the rain was falling and the weather was not good, so we're just there, just going around in the air, and the pilot kept announcing we should be calm and stuff like that. At one point in time, you say if you cannot make it, you go to Sierra Leone to land there. At one point in time, we see instead 45 good minutes in the air over RRA 2005. One afternoon, man, raining heavily. What's the plane name? Some ratting plane, man. Yes. So I came in, but gratefully the pilot managed to land. We got down level, came, we did the burial, went back. So when I got back to Ghana after the burial, I was still there going to school, and then graduated from the university. Decided to go and do a kind of an advanced diploma in radio broadcast. And then my people started calling me, come back to Calabar, come out to the country now. My father, my aunties, my uncles. Guess what? I go back to my country, proud of me, man. Proud of me coming back to my country. When I got to the RRA at night, we got here at night because we had some long stay in Cote d'Ivoire. Got here at night. Hey, man. My own country, when I saw, I felt so discouraged. But you know why? So when in the car, my father and I were chatting. I said, but then I used to speak the real Ghana man. I had the Ghana accent in my mouth. Me and my little brothers and sisters. And then I said, well, okay, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll stop on 11th Street. The next day we'll start going around. But the point I'm making there is that when you are Liberian out of the country, you are proud to come back to your country. But trust me, when you get to the airport, you feel so discouraged. But nothing you can do about it. That is how we met it, and that's how it is. But the question is, what have we been doing from 1847 to now? People will say the war. So I say subtract 14 years from 174. Do the mathematics. You got smartphones there. It's not even smartphone alone, but you got phones there. It has calculator. You can do the mathematics. I'm going to do it for you. If you can't do it, I'll do it for you. So that's a 174 minus 14. 160 years. 160. So let's subtract the 14. So the 160 year we could not even develop again. And then we call ourselves the oldest village in Africa. Are we proud to call Liberia the oldest village in Africa? What did you not open it? Are we proud to do that? Is it that the leaders we had, they were not far-sighted? Is that the issue? They were not developmental oriented. There was nothing that development in their minds. Is it that they only came to power to squander our resources, money, resources? Liberia is rich when it comes to resources, man. We are rich. Why? Why up to date we still consider ourselves an undeveloped country? Well, countries were in existence, gained independence in the 60s, 70s, and stuff like that. They are far ahead of us. Why are we? Is that our mentality or what? Let's discuss these things. Look, don't feel shame. Speak out this morning. Is that our mentality to development or what? I said sometimes I wonder. I'm friendly with a lot of our leaders on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and stuff. A lot of them, I follow them. They don't know I follow them. So some of them leave this country, they go into other countries, they come back and take pictures. That's that's annoying. That's what is more annoying. Some of them go to take pictures in developed countries. They post it on our social media platform. Went to this place and you see the background and low is not. Hey, man. Yes. Why? We are turning 174 on Monday. When will we see this country living from one level to another successfully? And one thing I said to myself, I think what has made this country to be to where it is today, for which we are crying for the lack of development and infrastructure, whatsoever. I think for me, there are two things. And I'm saying that that's my point. Two things. One, jealousy. You know what I say? Jealousy. What I mean? Jealousy. We envy ourselves. We don't want to see our, even individually, when you see your friend, living from one level to another, some people get jealous. Jealousy. And two, political problems. This party doesn't want to see this party achieving this nationally. That's it. That's the simple thing about it. We envy ourselves and we take politics too serious in this country. Look, other countries that are developing, they have politics that are even deeper than even our politics in Africa, in Liberia. But trust me, they put their country first. And so some of you get angry and say, when you hear Ghanaians saying we are the best in Africa, I think Ghana is stupid to say that. The 11 years that I spent in Ghana, the level of development now, you can't compare with any country in Africa. Trust me, I'm saying it. 11 solid years. Look, the first time I landed in Ghana in 2001, the airport that I used, that I entered through, is different from the one that is there now. Ask anybody. Go to Ghana now, the airport. What I lived in Ghana, there was hey man, call the numbers 0777777107 or 0777221223. Let's talk. It's good to speak out these things. We are old. Yes, we are old in Africa. Why are we old and not developed? That's a big question. We should be asking ourselves. Why are we old and not developed? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. And then we sit there, we want to blame people. Yes, we shift blames, but blames should be shifted at the appropriate time. Look, listen to me. Sometimes, some of the things people can be shifting blame. I don't share blame. My entire life, I don't believe in shifting blame on anybody. If my life remains the way my life is, I don't say the person did. Even though there are some wrongs that will be going on, but I will just take it to be like a challenge to me. So call the numbers 0777777107 or 0777221223. Let's hear you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Gio. Hi, morning.
Good morning, my dear friend. Your name and location.
I'm calling from Bakifaki in Canada.
Okay, let's hear you, brother.
My brother is too frustrating. 173 years and 4 years. We're now in front of the sector. And what is exactly what he said. Hatred. No vision. Your line
is breaking. Your line is breaking. Yeah, you need to change your location small. Your shape small.
Yeah, I'm correct.
Okay, you better.
Yeah, you said correctly. No vision, hatred, no patriotism. We don't love our country. All we need, what you hear, I can get today. The matin, by your fucking individually. Ghana,
so you want to tell me, you want to tell me this thing Damatan, that your quote unquote Damatan, is it that was in existence in 1847?
Well, because it was not, but in the other way again, those who were there at the time, abundant resources were there, but they didn't have that vision. They did their best, they did some, but as far, because how many population will get here? The environment more than the population. More people like this.
Well, not natural resources.
Yes.
And we can make use of them to develop this country. And we are turning 174. We cannot even compare ourselves with any country in West Africa. What kind of problem is that?
Julius, I traveled Kenema. You can't compare Kenema to here.
You want to compare Kenema?
I travel, I tell you.
No, tell me what I'm doing. Kenema is not in the capital city of Sierra Leone. Like Kenema is in the capital. Are you telling me? Some
set, return. But now, everything, people come to decentralized more. But here they come to that decentralized. Everybody coming. Everybody, all. Yesterday, some all workers to go home because everybody are here. People are dead. Each other dead. They Ghana when they come here, they bury their vision. Yeah, we're a long way to go.
Thank you, but we got a long way to go. And that's it. You live from, for those of us who just stay in Morovia, we just feel that, everything's okay. I challenge some of you to leave Monrovia, leave Monserrato, go out of Monserrato, go out of Magiri, go out of probably Basel, go out of Nimba, go to other counties far from the capital city and know that what we're talking about. You know exactly what we're talking about. Rainy season, you can't even go to the next county. Rainy season. Even to the point where the president should have even gone to Lofa. He had to postpone that trip because of the road condition. You kidding me? From Monrovia to Lofa, we can get good road. Oh man. What? Yeah. What's the problem? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Brother Julius.
Good morning, my dear friend. Is that David E. Harris?
Yes, sir. Thank you for your recognition.
Let's hear you, bro.
My name is David E. Harris, and I called from my resident this morning.
Mm.
Julius, thank you for your brilliant topic and discussion this morning. But for me, I don't want you to limit that discussion to only Liberia. I want us to just go around Africa so we can see what African leaders were having before ascending to the presidency. Leaders, I did research on most of the African leaders back, and I found out that most African leaders never had nothing before ascending to the presidency. And when they got to the presidency, after 10 years, after 9 years, when you look at their wealth, you look at Paul Kagame of Rwanda. That man worth over 500 million. Look at Cyril Ramaphosa, worth 45 million. Look at Uhuru Kenyatta. Julius, look at those presidents worth. If you do research, comparative analysis of people that are sent to the presidency in the West, Julius, before they started, they had their businesses established and they were doing business before ascending to the presidency. They already have money. But if you do research on our African president, our African leaders, they never had nothing in their political life.
So they want the power to squander our resources.
Telling you, Julius, most of them are sent to presidency and they amass wealth at the detriment of the people.
Especially Liberia.
Especially Liberia. That is reality, Julius. Look at what president now.
I'm listening to you, man.
According to unconfirmed report, that you are worth 85 million. Julius, I David E. Harris. I even worth a let's say $200,000 United States dollars. But I work my way through life and then I start to establish myself. I built 2 houses. But Julius, our president, I worth 85 million. I don't want us, that's what I said.
That's what I said. This discussion should not be limited to this government. We have past leaders who had the time, even before the war. They had the time, the resources, they had everything to the power to develop this country. So I don't want us to limit it to President Weah alone. That's why I said I don't want to be political.
Yeah, let me say this, Julius.
Quickly.
So for me, my thing when it comes to Liberia, I think insincerity.
Thank you.
All the Liberian leaders are being extended to the presidency, they not be sincere.
Thank you.
Being truthful.
Thank you. Let's go to line 1. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you, sir? How are you doing this morning?
Okay, Julius.
Good morning. What's your name? Where do you join me from?
Jerry from Vata. My name is Tamayamasu.
Tamayamasu, let's hear you, brother.
Yeah, Julius. The problem of our country. Let's stop taking money from Liberia to care about America.
Taking money to care about America? Who care money in America?
We get people working in this country.
Yeah, but they're family. They have to take care of their family. But the point is that
Nigerian men taking women in Nigeria, carrying it all the
if they have their family there, they would do it. If they had their family, they would do it.
But you're not a Nigerian man family in America or Europe.
You sure?
Let the men know, no matter what you do,
there will be some Nigerians who have a family arm, man. Not all of them will live in the country. But the question I'm asking today, why are we considering ourselves the oldest village in Africa? Is it our past leaders, even person, are not visionaries?
It starts from the past leader. They were never person we are. It passed from the start, it past leader.
From 1847.
For 80%, I don't point in the calamity. Right the time, they say whenever we born your children, you must all be a role model to them.
Okay. All right.
What you do tomorrow, I want you to follow.
Okay.
When you do good today, you will find that good. When you do bad tomorrow, you will find that thing bad.
That's good. All right, thank you.
I didn't want to spoil the country.
Thank you, Pastor. That's for the country. Thank you. So I want some old people to call too. So I'm going to announce a special number for the old people who knew the Talbot, the Tottenham, even beyond that, before Talbot and Tottenham, people who knew them, who lived that time, who can tell us some stories, who can take us back, to call. So the old people, you are old man, old woman, you want to have a say, maybe you want to have a say on this discussion, you can call on 0778 504 169 for the old people only. 0778 504 169. Let's hear you too. Because this thing started your time. You can't tell me that like bro were more developed during your time and only the civil walking and small like bro. I don't want to agree. I don't want to agree. I don't know civil war sport all the road in your country. Some road in your country, like for instance, one from here to go to how they call it Cape Mount bombing and find good road. Yeah. So if you're old man or old woman, you want to have your say, call 0778 504 169. Let's try this line and see. Good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I join you from the Tower Belt.
You want to Wi-Fi from your monitor, please?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm getting feedback here. So what's your name?
My name is Joseph. I call you from Thumbs Up.
Okay, let's hear you, Mr. Joe.
Very, very interesting. I'm sitting down having a radio laughing. But then you think this is a serious topic, Many of the time I always say this. We don't want to cast the blame on past leaders. Now, you look at the road leading from Street to Virginia. You know the road leading from Broad Street to Pinsville. We have inherited that road for over 2, 4, 5, 7, 8 decades. From the past, what have the current generation done to expand that road?
From the past leaders.
Yeah. We claim, President Totman didn't do that. But the very particular rule President Totman laid down in Liberia, if he come from a grave today, he can't even say medicine rolling on there.
No improvement. No addition.
No improvement. Think about Ministry of Planning. What is a significant Ministry of Planning for Liberia as a nation? We
still got a ministry in the country, Ministry of Planning?
Hey, my brother. That's the thing will come to us instead of none of us.
I've not heard that Ministry of Planning.
What is it? What is the statistical information that they are providing as respect to population growth? They see rule our own family lead. Generation to generation have come made that same rule. If they got woke up from that grave today, after 80 years, they come and meet that same rule. They build it for their time.
But the point I'm making that, do you think all of these things that your people did, was it enough? Because they build
it within a given period of time for their generation.
Okay. So they expected our generation to come and improve on it.
To expand it. Even this generation, if they do development, they must be thinking for the next 2, 3, 4 generation. When the generation come, everybody will come with an idea. I appreciate
Mr. Wesley, please, can I hold you there? You want to call back? I want to join a VOA for 5 minutes. You can call back. I'm enjoying you, but it's 8 o'clock. I need to join a VOA, please. I beg you.
I will do that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for understanding. I want you to call back so we can have a lengthy discussion. There are people calling now, but I join a VOA to be right back.
A government in Kabul and President Ashraf Ghani is gone. In an interview with the Associated Press, the Taliban spokesman Suhail Shaheen, who's also a member of the group's negotiating team, laid out the insurgent stance on what and who should be taking control. The Taliban have swiftly captured territory in recent weeks, seized strategic border crossings, and they're threatening a number of provincial capitals, advances that come as the last U.S. and NATO soldiers leave Afghanistan. Firefighters on Friday declared that the end of their search for bodies at the site of a collapsed Florida condo building. And it's been a painstaking job removing layers of dangerous debris that were piled several stories high. June 24th collapse of the Oceanside Champlain Towers south killed 97 people, with at least one more missing, yet to be identified. The site has also been mostly swept flat, and the rubble moved to a Miami warehouse, although forensic scientists are still unclear, including examining the debris at the warehouse. There are no use of any more bodies to be found where the building once stood. This is VOA News. Chinese leader Xi Jinping has made a rare visit to Tibet as authorities tighten controls over the Himalayan region's traditional Buddhist culture, accompanied by an accelerated drive for economic development. State media say Xi Jinping visited sites in the capital, including the former palace that was home to the Dalai Lamas, Tibet's traditional leaders. China has in recent years stepped up controls over Buddhist monasteries and expanded education, Chinese rather than the Tibetan country. Critics of such policies are routinely detained and can receive long prison terms, especially if they have been convicted of association with the Dalai Lama. The 2020 Olympics officially opened on Friday with a barrage of fireworks, nods to Japan's history and culture, as well as memorizing drone displays at Tokyo's night sky. Of course, all of this happened without any mask. The pomp of these two games and unlikely to escape its circumstance, namely that the quadrennial event is being staged a year late in front of empty grandstands against the will of many in Japan and all the risk of infection for those involved. Athletes paraded onto Tokyo's National Stadium Friday night, cheered by competitors or the performers lining their route. The variant that is boosting cases in the COVID-19 pandemic now says that there's a new poll. People don't trust it so much that they are not getting the COVID-19 vaccine. We get more from AP correspondent Ben Thomas.
The poll by the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research found 45% of the unvaccinated adults surveyed say they definitely will not get a shot, and 35% say they probably won't. Just 3% say they definitely will get the vaccine, and another 16% say they probably will. Those not likely to get a shot expressed doubts the vaccines will work against the aggressive Delta variant, despite evidence they do. I'm Ben Thomas.
There's more available at voanews.com. Via remote, I'm Tommy McNeil, VOA News.
Okay, so welcome back, and thanks for being there. Of course, we back on the radio this morning, and so we are still discussing here, trying to activate the line for our international callers. But just in case you are watching out of the country, you can also call us on our WhatsApp number, that's +231 777 107. That's +231 777 107, and then be live as well. Have your say on it. And so the numbers are 0777 107 and 0777 221 223. And the old people, maybe Mr. Roosevelt can call back so that we can have a say this morning. And the old people, the old folks out there, you can call 0778 504 169. So let's go. We are here. We are back because we need to clearly, know what's unfolded or what's unfolding. I don't think you can be a proud Liberian, but you cannot be a Liberian that will be happy with it, the level at which we are. Yeah, I'm a proud Liberian, but I'm not proud at the level we are as country. When it comes to development, I'm not proud. I'm proud to be a Liberian. So that means I want to see something happening. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Rashid Du. I'm calling from SCBL.
Okay, let's hear you quickly, Rashid.
But we've been changing president. We change president today. They seem to see what happened. What we need to change, 20 things in our constitution we need to change.
Like what?
The money the men are getting, that everybody can do that. We will carry each other for government power. We are still low. We are very old for the old. So be there. Be coming on. The money to get the people. How about we live for development? This way, far away, on gas. Somebody making 70,000 a month. You go to work in the 8 times a day. Come in buying luxury cars. Come in paying a rent. How go for development? We're flooding academic, we're flooding the environment, we're watching 30,000 a money.
Is that a problem now? Is that a problem now?
That's the problem that we stop in that constitution. Of course, those that representing all that is to do that. They can only pass in our own interest. We want to they can pass for development in the country. That tell me when they come to say the other money will pay a for development. That local country what the prayer basket for that draw. Quota even local country and 180 years. That look guys. That road nowhere. Road never suffer any place. They put down our shade go road nowhere. So that's what they carry the test. They put it on our old boat. They lost it. We need to keep it. We the citizens got to put our feet to fire the poor feet. Put the people feet to fire.
Thank you. Thank you. I saw Mr. Roosevelt. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aki. I think Mr. Roosevelt is back on the line. Yes, let's hear you, Papa. You were going.
Thank you very much. Back to our topic. As I was saying, the fact here in Liberia is the fact that we do not sustain development.
Okay.
We don't have no appetite for development.
Yeah, I think so.
We don't have it. We are just complacent to live in the field. We don't have the desire to develop. Generation to come, I don't know, but we don't just this zest to develop. No, okay. See a government in Liberia building, let's just say for instance, building a road in a city. You go and plan to build a road, you don't have no shoulder of the road.
No drainage system.
No drainage system. No pedestrian path. Okay, you stand in a city and you are mudding up. You're on a quota. You say you get quota.
But for me, is that the technical know-how, or maybe we are not just our minds are not set to development? I don't looking at, because from 1847 up to now 174, we're going to 174, and we stay big countries that are getting independent in the 1760s are way ahead of us.
The bottom line, Boogie, is the fact that we don't have the desire for development.
I don't think so.
We don't just have it. Boogie, if your appetite grows for something, what do? And you go looking after it, right?
Yeah, go for it, yes.
You go for it. Oh, you say, you sat down to, let's say on a salad, the Boogie sitting to help, and his appetite call for someone stuff in the supermarket. What do? You walk from your house to the supermarket, right? But Liberians don't just, look, the mediocrity is small. Satisfied. We don't. We look.
Is that an issue of complaint? Is that issue of complacency syndrome or what? When we get there, we are complacent. We get relaxed.
And relax, and we are just small in our little small thing. We get our little small thing. You know, the small little thing. When you get small thing, you just feed you.
Your best man.
And you know, there's a Ghanaian guy told me. He said, "Look, Liberians are fake people."
And that's true.
We are fake. When I get a small car, I get a little apartment, put out a little dish, and put out a little TV, I'm okay, I'm done.
Get my little DSTV or Sacom.
Then you tell Roosevelt, in that kind of belief, and making a minister of popular West, what does he go to do? He just go and sit. Okay, I have never seen a country. The government of Liberia for generation to generation, they are to develop the country as opposed to other private citizens. Okay, look at the private citizen. got this money. He built a compound adjacent the road. That private citizen will pave his view and bring it to the road. The government of Liberia will pave the road and leave the feeder part of the road. But the private man will build his compound, and you know that in front of his building is not looking good. He paves it better and come and reach the road and leave it better for himself. The government of Liberia say, okay, I can't build a road. But I can't build a road. You and myself, booking sort of pile on, I'm still waiting for cars. Let it go be in the month.
Anyway, thank you, Mr. No, you make it salient points there, but that's the issue I'm talking about. And so they get vexed, and so Liberians get vexed when they hear Ghanaians are saying we are the best in Africa.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't. We should also become envious of ourselves. Constructive jealousy, we must adapt it. Okay, can you imagine EJ Raw? Why should we bring the past? Look at EJ Raw. At the time that building was built, Liberia was seen as a city on a city on top of a hill. EJ Raw, look at that building. Think about it when the time it was in good architectural frame. See that building, the executive mansions, other architectures around the city. What have we done now to sustain those development and improve upon them?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate this.
Man, I'm so blessed for your topic, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Roosevelt. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you so dearly.
Yeah. Wow. Let's go to the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, my dear friend. Your name and location.
Yeah, this is Abraham Kemukonta, a Jew journey from Virginia.
Abraham, let's hear you.
Yes, I want to lament on so many issues about Liberia. This country we call Liberia. You know our politicians, we just try to suffer this country. Liberia is a country.
Hello? Hey, he's gone. He's gone. Okay, so the old people, you can call 0778-504-169.
Good morning. This is Agent G from Roosevelt.
Okay, Mr. G, let's hear you. Let's hear you, Mr. G.
For me, I put the blame squarely on the founding father of our country.
The founding fathers of the country from 1847.
Yeah, they didn't do well for the country.
How?
They were slaves in America. They came here and founded Liberia for them to develop a country. They started developing America. So the problem we have today is with the Congo and the mulatto that
but Mr. G, the founding fathers came, the day they could do the left. The level was all the indigenous. What are we doing now? That's the question I'm asking.
Yeah, but let me tell you now. From 1847 to up to the time of the late Samuel Doe, there was no development. They get to found Thomas Bill from here, only on his farm. He didn't go nowhere.
You sure?
They were trying to develop the country. the very people, the Congo and the mulatto, their families stay here. They are undermining every development of their country. All what they believe in, they should live in America.
So you think we can change our... So, but Mr. G, Mr. G, I know you are older man. I know you are older man. What do you think we can do now? What do you think we can do now to develop this country?
To develop the country, now get the present government a chance. We are working. The man saw Europe, he saw all over the world. He want to be development. But the same people are undermining again. So I'm telling you, they could now with the country boys who got PhD to undermine the country.
Thank you.
Not go nowhere, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. G. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I see Mr. John Tama is calling. Mr. John Tama, you got my personal number, call him, man. You got my personal number, you can call that number. You won't be struggling too. I somebody benefit or somebody you know, somebody on the radio. You got my personal number, you call me on the line. I'll put you through. So okay, so you see, and that's what I said. I talk about honor mining, I talk about jealousy, envy, and more of all politics. And that's the reason why today we are Liberians. But when it comes to development, I think I want to agree with Mr. We met some structures, as young people. You know, I'm not referring to this particular breed of leaders, like the Jawia people. No. People that came after the Tobit, you know, that the dough, okay, Taylor never had much of time, the Salif and stuff. You know, when we met, what the old people left, we could not build on it. And that's a fact. We could not build on it. We're sitting there and we want to say, you know, I think the point is that they doesn't want to do this work for the other person to carry credit. And leader and government is continuity. Where you stop, that's where I take it from. If you are building that, somewhere I'm meeting that maybe I'm trying to renovate a Sky Studio. As a director, radio director, I'm trying to do it. When I'm doing it, where I stop, the next director that comes, you know, take it from there. But the problem is that the one that will come, we don't want to complete it because he doesn't want the credit to go to me that started it. That's the problem we're facing. Mr. John Thomas, good morning.
Good morning, Julius.
Good morning, how you doing?
Baba, how you doing, my man?
I'm okay, my dear.
Yeah, Julius, I said carefully I'm a dining table listening to you, all learning a lot of topics, and I just listened to one of your callers that just dropped the line, and then he talks about, you know, people undermining Mr. Weir. Look, my old man, let me tell you this. I believe that you ordered me for your voice.
No, Mr. Tama, that's why I say we're not limiting the discussion to this government.
Yeah,
we want to look at past governments.
We should limit the discussion to only one person. Because every leader that come there, they do their own thing. The corruption is all of the day. Are you not listening to the media outlet and listen to some of the fabulous life that people live in this government currently? Oh man, are you not seeing that? No, we just not have the mind of developing. You know why? Look, Judah, let me tell you something. LeBron is not brave.
In terms of what? In terms of what?
In terms of the development, LeBron
because I know LeBron braving juky people with Neff.
LeBron brave when it comes to violence, when it comes to sharp mob, to cause trouble. LeBron brave on. But when it comes to development, LeBron is not brave.
But let me ask you one question, Mr. Tama. Does development require bravery?
Yes.
How?
Do you know why?
No.
Let me tell you something. For example, many libraries, do you know the reason why people like what were doing Lango Day bomb mines? They did not pay house on their own.
Why?
If the people are paying houses, like Memorial are being in Kakataba now. But you know why? When they look at the money and say, no, next year I'll pay house.
Okay.
The next salary will pay us. So they're not brave to look at huge amount of money and put it behind one item to purchase something to build their own life. This is why we're suffering. Our parents, like my father, served the military for so many years. My father went to Kiba for peacekeeping mission. What did he do? He did not even purchase a land in this country. So we that came up behind him, we came with a mindset that while the mistake my father made, I will not make that mistake. And my little brother may peace, may soul rest in peace. Today we got land, we got houses in Morovia. Can you imagine that? So we have the mindset that we can develop ourselves without depending on government. But the mindset that we're not brave to develop. That's the problem. Check why reason it. Do you know the reason why today the former public work minister on the ground today? It's because public work minister had a mind to develop. He saw the old man was on his feet with gym tracks on.
Mabudo Nyipa?
Why is Mabudo Nyipa today? Because he had the mind to develop. Today he finds himself on the ground. This is what happened to the Liberian people.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's hear you. 0777-777-107 or 0777-221-223. Let's hear you. The old people can call 0778-504-169. Maybe you want to ask some more, Mr. Roosevelt can call back. I really enjoy you this morning. You know, and these, you know, that's why sometimes when I wake up in the morning, thankfully I have a boss. I have a boss who will always educate me, Mr. Martin Brown. He said, Julius, woke up in the morning discussing his politics. What's the benefit of discussing politics from 7 in the morning to 10 o'clock on all radio stations in this country? You know, let me tell you something. I initially was doing politics, right, on this radio. You all know how we had a program here, building our politics. But when I sat on my boss, Mr. Brown, and he told me, he said, well, what's the benefit of I mean, you put a radio on in the morning. The only thing you listen to on all the radio stations is discussion, and all the discussions are all about politics. What is the benefit? What have we all of the discussions? When will we have a radio station that will wake up in the morning from Monday to Friday? We'll talk about human interest issues. We'll talk about the community. Talk about what I'm talking about, nationalism. When will we have radio stations? So when I sat carefully, I changed my mentality. I said, no, but politics can do me well. That is why I left that whole politics thing and I took this other program to bring it this way. You know, but then we discuss it, we need to talk about it. You can't go to other countries that gain independence in the 60s and 70s. You see them developing far ahead of you. That got it 1846, man. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my dear friend. How are you?
This is a broker calling from the Dubu area.
Broker, let's say you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you for the project. I've been in the country for 3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay.
And yeah. And if you look at any country that's willing to progress, little thing that matter. Look at our traffic system. You drive in those streets like everybody drive on their own in this country.
Street light should be the least thing I like the most. You suffer from the country. Oh, man. Stop.
Yeah,
street light, traffic lights, all these things. Yeah, man.
You drive. Look, my brother. If you drive in this country, especially you are looking at the country for fast food, you are eating, you see by yourself. You can look at somebody taking the right lane, left lane, everything that all does for make them put in order. They're not going to go to someone who will not leave that lane and go the opposite lane. You try it, you'll be punished. But we all look all the things, everybody doing the people that come Friday, they call us. We're not waiting to develop. And it's begun a scheme in Nigeria. Everybody can do their own thing. We are not jealous in development. We can do everything government can shape. When we graduate from that state, is that when we make the government for the better and state somebody can start us somewhere. We are in the 21st century. Liberia is there also down south of the state.
Do you think you live out of the country? Just came about 3 weeks ago. Do you think we still have room for correcting our mistakes?
We have room for correction of mistakes, but are they the people that impact in power or those that are elected in power? Are they jealous? So to move like a jet? No, because we're there. If we want to forget, we got to move like a giant speed, like a jet plane movie. But we're moving like a still in the country. So can you imagine you go to a bank, you ask for money, the person has no money. You go to Blue Star office, if you need mobile money, you go collect money from the phone, you say, no money. Who will invent the economy that they want to progress, they say no money. All the little things matter, people got to still look all the things there. And the government will teach us to reduce our youth to a beggars. When I hear more community will know how they advantage kids called Zogo, but we all community, I mean all around the country, they are growing. So what will happen to them?
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I mean, I think you strike it right. You strike it right on the head. You strike it right on the head. Little things matter. That's why we don't take into consideration. Little things matter. When you start small, you can go up. That's it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your call this morning. Okay, let's go back. Mr. Roosevelt, good morning again.
Good morning, Chief. Good morning. This is a very, very stimulating talk show today. Let's look at again this issue of Liberians embracing development or embracing development. Buki, just look at your gateway to Liberia's economy. Our opponent do nothing. Look at Freeport, Harbour Port, Greenville Port. We focus in Monrovia, Freeport. What have we done to improve that port since 100 years ago? Look at the front view of our Freeport, Monrovia. What do you see in front of port that resemble a national port?
Big green writing.
Big green writing. Look at the flow in front of the flow, lining up, going generation to generation, succeeding government to succeeding government. Billions of dollars come through that port. But look at this. Look at the fence alone of the port. It tells you that we're not prepared. So, vision. Lack of vision, my brother. A nation, a people will perish. They will live in filth.
So are we perishing?
We are. We are. Look, I mean, I'm taking interest into this because I'm a person. I have a background in sociology, you know.
Okay.
And then when I see our nation, nobody coming with vision.
So what makes a Liberian man different from other countries' men?
Like other nations. Other nations people have a vision.
Oh, I think your line is getting bad. Mr. Joseph, are you there?
I'm there. I'm there.
Your line is getting bad. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I okay now?
Okay. So let
change my direction.
Let me about quickly.
What makes the difference here is the issue of vision, Boogie. And I stated earlier that we don't have the appetite for development. Boogie, vision, you will expire.
So are we going to see ourselves going the same way for the rest of the years of life or whatsoever? Or maybe we're going to have a breed of patriotic Liberians who are going to take over to do something. Do you see that happening?
Then we'll go back to the issue of nationalism. Having nationalistic approach to our nation. Boogie, the Korean guy have built a road, right? Japanese guy, they have built that road, right? Sooner or later, you're going to see somebody with a hammer. He's going to stand to where the guy had paved that place and pound that place, beat it, open it, take an iron pole, put it there, and say he put out a billboard. Look at what is happening. Look at what the guys are planning in the corner and advertising. Look at how scattered the things are. Bookie, are we ready to do things in order?
That's the question I'm asking as well. So you're asking me, I can answer you.
I mean, I'm just paraphrasing it. Bookie, you see, with that girl, nobody, he's under no obligation. He just goes, take a hammer, pound the road, break the place, build point, whatsoever he want to put there, what are the billboard, what are the iron he want to put there, call it a sample, he put it there, he push a mortar bag, scatter form, and just go. Nobody asking.
And break the smell all around.
Break it, scatter it.
Okay, Mr. Joseph, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
There's a lot more to discuss.
No, we're going to be talking these things every Saturday morning. That's why Saturday we don't do politics here. We bring national development.
National discourse. So bring it. I so appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
I will follow you throughout.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, yes, Mr. John, I need to hold it there. We need to take a break. We need to take a quick commercial break. Yes, let me take my commercials. When I come back, trust me, we're going to be going into it. We're still going. We got up to 9 o'clock, so don't worry on that. You got to hold on in line for now. Yes, the appetite of development. And that's one thing. When you have an appetite for something, you will go for it. I think, for example, a guy sees a lady on the street and love that lady. That they get into the call for love at first sight, right? No matter what, that lady will be walking faster and faster. You will run. Peter to me, we have the appetite for that woman. You have the appetite for a rice. He said, no, I want to eat rice. You go look for rice to eat. You have appetite for bread. You leave your office and walk to look for bread because why? You got an appetite for bread. If you have appetite for development, you will definitely run after development. And that's the issue. We don't. And then we sit here all day, want to complain. When other countries are pressing themselves, who say, oh, why they're not going to boasting. They're not boasting. There's a reality because they put our country first in their life. Let's take our break and be right back.
At WebFontaine, we believe technology is the key driver to optimize trade processes. Our national single window allows traders to interact with government agencies through one intelligent system, resulting in reduced clearance times, less delays, and digitalized processes. At WebFontaine, we develop technology to enable governments and traders to work closely and efficiently together. We are a proud partner to key governments across Africa, transforming the trade landscape through technology. Visit webfontaine.com.
Greetings to all Muslims in Liberia and the diaspora. As our fellow Liberians of the Islamic faith observe the first 10 days of Zul Hajjah through fast and prayers, in adequate preparation for this year's Ibrahim's Day celebration, I, as political leader of the People's Liberation Party, the PLP, would like to extend warmest salutations to all Muslims in Liberia and the world over. At the PLP, we believe that the socioeconomic liberation and development of Liberia primarily lies in our ability to tolerate each other and work in concert to strengthen our bonds and foster peace and development. As you observe this year's Ibrahim's Day, I ask that you kindly continue to render prayers to Allah for his interventions, guidance, and protection upon the lives of all Liberians, visitors, and foreign dignitaries during this historic COVID-19 pandemic. Furthermore, I ask that you pray for Allah's intervention in providing the right leader of our nation who will seek the best interests of our citizens and country, especially during such a historic public health crisis and debilitated economic state of our nation. In this spirit, we therefore highly value the significance of this day and its correlative worship activities to the stability and development of our dearest nation, Liberia. It is our hope and prayer that all your efforts and prayers be accepted so we can all live in peace and harmony. Once again, on behalf of the People's Liberation Party, I want to say congratulations and happy Ibrahim's Day, and may God Almighty bless us all. This message was approved by Dr. Daniel E. Garrett of the People's Liberation.
Okay, so welcome back. So we're here this morning. Welcome back to the program. 777-777-107, 0777-221-223. And for the old people, you can call 0778-504-169. For those of you watching out of Liberia, you can call the WhatsApp numbers plus 231-777-107. Let's go back and talk to John Tama. Mr. Tama, 30 seconds.
Julius.
Yeah, quickly.
You know, something there. I see something on Ghana's Highway. What they above the name Chipani Highway. You see how the street is painted? That's the paint that can make the street to be beautiful. But one last is all paint on the street. I don't know how the police called out that demarcation. Every street is dark. Once we don't have street light, that demarcation can help the drivers in the night to drive on their lane.
You mean no ping? No ping they can pull in the middle of the road?
I think police got named for that demarcation that they always have on the street.
Okay.
Yes. Those are the common things that we fail to do in this country. Those billboards that you see somewhere around Vatan area, they're on the sidewalk. What is important of those billboards?
They're advertising, my man. I built the advertising.
The advertising, what a pedestrian walk. What a sidewalk that you have for pedestrian to walk. All right? Those are some of the things that Liberians need. They're not those things. I mean, just come up in for public work to purchase, come up cup of pin to pin all of the street that they will having. I mean, 26 is after.
But I think MCC doing it though. They paint that Broad Street red, white, and blue. All on the sidewalk, they paint that. Thank you. Well, MCC did it. Why should I lie? I saw it right from my office that they did it red, white, and blue. And so, but the point I'm making here this morning is. We cannot will not develop, will not develop if we're not jealous constructively. That is where they have the two types of jealousy: the destructive jealousy and the constructive jealousy. But in this case, I'm talking about constructive jealousy. If we are jealous constructively, we'll do what we can do. For me, I don't think it's late. So sometimes I ask myself, how do our leaders really feel? They go out of the country and then take pictures. After they should have completed what they went for, maybe their conferences or stuff like that. They go to take a ride around, take pictures to good places, well-developed areas, infrastructure development. They take pictures to road connectivity. They on the street, they take pictures. Then they come back to their country, then they post on their social media pages, and they feel proud. Some of them they represent their district, they go to the problem, So what comes from? Are we really jealous when it comes to development? That's the question. Are we jealous when it comes to development? Are we really jealous? I don't think so. And so I think that is why I say I think we are so complacent in this country, for which we left from the 1847. We take them away. We see mentality. Complacency. When you say I want to be this person, they put you there, nothing you can do. You are not even leaving a legacy behind. And you say you are a leader. You should be a leader where you will serve. And then when you leave for the people, say, oh, when Judah was here, this is what he did. They will miss you. Those are the people who call leaders. Now when you're there, you're present, you're absent, all the same. They don't even care about you. You call yourself a leader? You are nothing. Trust me, brother or sister, you are nothing. Some of us, we started, that's why, sometimes I say, well, some people just grow up in their old age. They say they want to be leader, but when we're coming up with their real leaders among their peers. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Gendre Wamo, Gendre G.
Yeah, Mr. G, let's hear you.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Which country in Africa that was covered now by America? Can you name one country in Africa that was covered now by America?
I know. You always don't tell me.
Okay, the reason I ask the question, America is a devil on earth.
Is a what?
They don't like for countries to be developed, and we attach ourselves to America. That's one of the problems that made Liberia to be where it is today.
No, but I don't think America has fish to play your development. Up to you, the people. You are a leader. You want to develop. America can't developing.
The Ghana, the Sierra Leone, all the countries Africa you need, they were colonized by countries. Mm-hmm. And the people learn from their colonial power. But Liberia don't learn from anybody.
So we should learn. So you see that? Mr. G, you see that? I catch you. So we should learn from America because America is developed. Since Africa and Guinea, a lot of countries are learning from their colonial power. We should learn from America too because America is developed. But we're not doing it.
Okay, let me tell you, when you try to develop your country in Africa, especially Liberia, America will bring our president down. They did it to do. They are trying to do it to President we are again. I'm telling you.
Papa, how old are you?
Our problem is America, my brother.
Papa, how old are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm 61.
61. So you are 61. That means you went through other leadership. So does that mean America been doing that to other leaders that were in the country before?
The other leaders, they were supporting America. When they get their money, they send it back. They were slaves in America. They don't have time for their place.
Thank you, Mr. Wee. Thank you, Mr. G. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, I need to take a break. Oh, yes. What's the country? And that's why I said it initially. For me, I don't believe in shifting blames. You know what I mean? Yes, maybe at a point in time you want to shift blame, but it should be in totality. Certain things can come your way in life. Instead, it serves as a strength to you. It strengthens you. It makes you to move forward positively. Because you know that this thing happened to me before. Overcome it. So if even we have obstacles before us when it comes to development, we should learn. We should have learned from all those things. We're not learning. And so we said that we're complacent. Yes, if as one caller said, you know, like I don't know who said, you know, I think I'm Mr. Tama, yeah. Someone else say, okay, I get the money today. Okay, let me get use the money on the other one tomorrow. I get another one. How sure are you that tomorrow the money will come the same way? You see? So for fellow Liberians, we need to cultivate the attitude of development. Even in our houses, at homes, our communities, we need to cultivate our attitude. Look, if we don't do it, nobody will do it for us. You see what Mr. G is saying? So that's the perception that people got, that, oh, because you are affiliated to America, you can't be developed. Why? Who told you that? America will not stop you from developing. You want to develop. If you decide, oh, I want to build this road, I want to probably say, I want to build a stretch of road from Central Monrovia, country, America can't hold you, say no. That argument is too poor, Mr. G. Honestly, you are my father, but I need to say it. That argument too poor. That argument too poor. Very, very poor, Mr. G. I don't even expect older men like you to say that kind of thing. Honestly, you know. But anyway, folks, let's take this music. I'm proud to be a Liberian anyway. I hope you also be proud to be a Liberian. I'm proud to be a Liberian.
The morning, this is your boy, and this meme is not a toy. Every child who hears the dance, and this is a March Peter production. I got Jack on the beat. You feel me? Jehovah has given me talent, but from time to time, some evil people want to keep me silent. About those of you who trust to send hide your hands, we detected your gifts and your sins a million like a sense. You can smile or you can lie, but when the trumpet sounds, we all will always play on one band. This is our country, and no one person is his life. How can we build a better life?
Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me. I'm proud to be a Liberian, so stop lying to me.
Come down, Jehovah, and teach our generation moral and sincerity. Oh, and let dignity be the hallmark of the day. We pray to thee, oh God, hear our prayers. Come on. Yeah, boy. Come on. Jake on the beat.
She be looking at my ride, I see people preaching the
gospel.
Looking at my life, I see people preaching the gospel.
And I should know you can put as much people in the street to demonstrate. Just for make a dime. Oh, my brother, I want to listen to.
So you got a song, right? Moral sincerity. Sincerity is one thing we lack in this country. I love the song because it's talk about Liberia, a proud Liberian. And I'm proud to be a Liberian. Even though when I came to this country, I felt so discouraged. But then, what to do? I said, no, I'm a proud Liberian. I will stay in my country. And since I came in this country in 2010, I have not left Liberia. I had an opportunity to go. In fact, if I told you, if I explained to you how I left Ghana, you wouldn't believe it. You will not believe it, honestly. I left Ghana like I went to Ghana to visit. I didn't even say that was for 11. I spent 11 good years in Ghana going to school. 11 good years. And trust me, if I was still in Ghana by now, then I'm gotten married to a Ghanaian lady. But I left from Ghana because I come to my country. I left like I want to visit. I came back. All of my things in my place I was renting and everything I left. Amen. You know, because yes, and initially I had a mindset, I said, I'll not go back to Liberia just now. Especially when I came 2005 to bury my mom. The mindset when I left for 2005 after the burial, I said, I'll not go back to Liberia just now. But when I went back after 5 years, my people started calling my pa, my parent. I came back. Mr. Tama.
Yeah, Julius, let me 100% disagree with the 61-year-old woman today. According to research, when last hour here, the Liberian president appointed American at the Ministry of Public Work. I disagree with you, old man, 1 million times.
Yeah, Mr. G.
Yes, when we have bomb mining company operating in this country, do you know the reason why the quota will not lay from Kakata to bomb mine?
No.
It's because of the mindset of the Liberian turn the money over to the Liberian government want to do it. They pay their taxes. They turn no money over to the Liberian government at the time. They were under the Madam Sali government before they lay quota on our road. Let us go to Lango. Do you know the reason why those places are not developed? It's because of the mindset of Liberians. Let's go right here to Simenko. Simenko refused to lay quota from Simenko to Freeport Junction. It's because the Liberian took the money from the cement factory and think that we'll build the road for ourselves. So do not blame America. America got nothing to do in the case. America will never tell you that do not develop your country. Do you know how much money you're owing America? You're owing America $4.4 billion. It's just quite recently they have to waive that money. Where that money went? So do not blame American people. People, God bless them. Their blessing can spread around.
Thank you.
When last you ever pay American debt?
Thank you.
Quite recently they have to waive that money. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes. This morning, this program is firing. It's firing. Yes. You know, I would do it because I want to see us changing our mentalities. I want us to have, I want us to be greedy for development. That is why sometimes I say, you should know what to vote for and not who to vote for. You didn't get me. You didn't get me. Know what to vote for and not who to vote for. What to vote for is a thing, and who to vote for is a person. And then the person you want to vote now, what you're voting for should be in the person that you are voting for. You get me? You know, so we need to be greedy for development in the country. We're too complacent in this country. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my dear friend. How you
Yeah,
doing?
there's a gentle one more. Hey, gentle G, one more.
Papa, you still calling?
So let me tell you something. The fellow who left the land, he shouldn't have called because he doesn't know the history of Liberia.
You want to tell the history slow?
I told you Liberia was not colonized. I told you about Burma. When Burma was working, who was in power? It's not the American Liberian, they were not in power. When Lango was operating.
So you want to say Dodi mean Burma?
The walking from America.
So Dodi, I remember. Thank you very much. Thank you. The other one, we have to talk in the morning. I thank you, Mr. G. It's okay. John Tama, I'm taking your call again. Yeah, you're gonna play going on. You know, I want people to have a dialogue like the way Mr. Roosevelt did. You know, he spoke on issues. But why I won't carry now? America did no. I'm not here for that. Please, I'm not here for that. You have no evidence of what you're saying. So you want to say, you can say on the platform. You know, so what I'm saying, and I think that's a problem we have and we still have in this country. We don't know what to vote for. Instead, we want to know who to vote for. If you're voting for something, and that thing you think you're voting for, you should find that thing in the person you're going to vote for. But if you say you're voting for somebody, and then the thing you're voting for, then the person forget it. Nothing will be there. Nothing. So how you get my point, right? Well, folks, that's it. And we always say this. I will always say it on this radio. Even if I don't have, if I have one cup of Gary, I eat it, I will cancel on the radio, I will talk about development in this country. You know, I want us to you know, that's why sometimes I talk to some of my media colleagues. I say, let's discuss issues about development or developing our country instead of the too much politics. I'm not discouraging politics though, but my point there is that every radio station you tune into in this country is about politics. My bossman told me, he said, test it, and I tested it. It's true. Okay, Monday is a holiday, right? Try it to Tuesday. We got a lot of radio stations in this country now. Try it from the morning hours to 10 o'clock. When you hear any development program, the radio Machimani, everything is politics. Everything is politics. Even your Oscar is politics. So that's why I this Saturday, my time to talk. You know, but the point is that we need to be greedy for development now. 174. 2 more days for Auto just be 174. And we cannot boast of anything. We cannot compare ourselves with Amen. Why? Yeah, I agree. People say the aspect, excuse me, the aspect where people will cancel because of the war are discouraging this morning. Simply because I say, okay, you said the war. Subtract 14 years from 174, 60 years left. What happened? What happened to the 60 years? Yeah, we said we fought the war for 14 years. So we are turning 174. So subtract the 14 from the 174. That 160 years left. What happened to those years? 160 years. We are still behind, chasing other countries that are gaining independence in the 70s and 60s. We are still chasing them. They are far ahead of us. We got a long way to go. Even in our communities where we live, the garden thing they call first Saturday clean up. Some people, all they say, they go up and go up, they just sit and relax. Looking at people in the community, clean up community, don't do it. And that's why it starts from your community, even for your house development. It starts from your house to your community, then it comes nationally. And so I was saying something, I said, we got leaders in this country who, I don't know if you check some of their background, even the days they were in school, they were not leaders in school. Even the day they were in school, whether high school, university, they were not leaders. They just grow up because they say, oh yeah, they go to, after graduating, they go to school. They got the opportunity to say they want to be leader, they want to put in it. So they don't have that attitude, that developmental mind, because they don't care, they don't know, because they didn't grow with leadership. So they don't know how to take care of people. Look, if you see a real leader who grew up with leadership ability, that started with leadership ability from the grassroots, from high school, that person was a leader. The person, transition from high school to university, they were a leader. When they take national leadership, you can see the difference. You know why? Because they started it from the grassroots level, so it is embedded into them. So when they come out, they will not change because they've been a leader and know what it takes to be a leader. But those of us who did not even start from the leader from down, we just grow up. Nationally, who they out there, they say, leader. You didn't get down, they didn't get down because they didn't grow away. But it's stay there. We can still change it. We can still work on the Liberians. We can still make Liberia what we want to see, how we want to see it. We can still make it that way. But it depends on our mindset. Let's put aside complacency. That syndrome is killing us. When I sit down here, I get a small thing, I say, okay, I relax. I don't care. When you finish it, then I start hustling again. Even the rich man, the richest man in the world, is still looking for money. He rich, the richest man in the world is still looking for money. He got all the riches and money in the bank and waiting to a house in the bank. But he's still on a daily basis looking for money. He's not complacent. You think the guy was saying, so I relax, man, because I'm the richest man in the world, so he just crank a leg and think, No, not at all. That's what it's getting. I will say it, and I will always say it on this radio. I'll let Martin Brown and Tim McGinty say I'm not talking about it, but I know they are supporting me 100%. That's why they gave me the platform. And I think the media too need to take on the kind of a posture. We need to discuss the issue of development in this country. As I said, I'm not discouraging politics and the political discussions, but at least once in a while, let's talk about these things. We can checkmate our leaders on the radio. We can direct them. We can even teach them leadership ability on the radio. Oh yes, we can teach them. So that's why they got people who do developmental studies. You look for some of them, you invite them on your platform. Talk about development, how you can transition, how you can do that. They talk to you. They talk to the people, But the problem is that everybody want to do politics in the country. Everybody want to do politics. Just imagine you say you want to be, you grew up with a mentality of becoming an engineer. Your parents supported you to high school to go and study. After high school, go to university. You got a 4th degree in engineering. You get up from there, you say, okay, I want to do master. They say engineering, you go do master in engineering. You come out of Liberia, all the year you spend going to school for engineering, where go? You say you want to be engineer. But then you bounce on Liberia, boom. You want to be politician. Yeah. You say you want to be lawyer. You go to school, you study the law, you get all the degree in law. By the time you bounce in Liberia, boom, you want to be politician. Amen. It's how they will grow. The reason for which you went to school, you left it, you just joined. Is that because of money? I think because of money. Everybody think the money is in politics. That's what everybody's thinking. The money is in politics. Well, folks, let me say thanks to all of you. That's it. That's what I have to say this morning. I will be back next Saturday with another firing discussion. All in the interest of making our country, Mama Liberia, a better place. A better place. Let us live our life peacefully. Let there be a day that we'll wake up and we'll see from Broad Street straight up to red light. The traffic light is there. From Broad Street straight up to red light. Street light is blinking 24/7. We don't need police officer to be to junction to be directed over. Traffic light is there. With green lights move, red lights stop, you stop. Yellow light comes as the morning. We see it. Let us get to a day that we will stand and take pictures and say, yes, this is my country. I'm proud of this development. Okay. So let me take a break. Let me say thanks to all of you for monitoring and following this morning. Let me go to my Facebook page quickly to take few comments. Samuel Go Unson voice said, I'm watching from my purple corner. Okay, thanks for watching, bro. Christopher M. Comer said, good morning, Mr. Julius Bookie. Can you please send me that song? Which song is that? I don't know. Fayad Tungba says watching from Lofa County. Thank you very much, Fayad Tingbe. Samuel and say watching from Broadville City, and the final one from my end here from Dime S. Sharif said I'm watching from Totota Salala District. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening as well. I appreciate all of you who participated this morning. Mr. Roosevelt, I hope you'll be a regular follower every Saturday morning. Just in case you want to get me off the radio, the number you can call it. I'll give my real number. We can be in touch. Thank you, man. John Tama, Mr. G, Papa G, thank you, man. Thank you, Mr. G. Made the program very hard this morning. Thank you, too. And thanks to all of you for watching and following. I'll be here next week from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Coming up shortly at 9 o'clock, we'll bring you the BBC News. And after the BBC News, I'll bring you some beautiful old folks music here up to 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, Mary Williams is going to be here to bring you her program. Saturday show, she and her co-host, that's Monique Paquette Dumoy. That takes them up to 12 o'clock. I wish I'll say goodbye to you. My name is Julius Woki. Shortly, we join the BBC for 5 minutes of news. And after that, we'll bring you some beautiful old folks music.
Come on, everybody. Come on, let's dance. Do it, all about you. When the man Kalaba do it, Kalaba do it. Do it, all about you.